Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you've tuned in to watch. So this is going to be another build and review of another Harry Potter Lego set. And this one, number 75947, and it's Hagrid's Hut and Buckbeats Rescue. With this one there are 3 bags to the set. Let me just grab these. So as you can see, bag 1, 2, 3. As usual, a few stickers. A little one there. And then the instruction manuals. And I must say, these instruction manuals that you get with these are absolutely brilliant. They are just so easy to follow. It's really quite, if I can follow it, anybody can. So yeah, so this is what it's going to be. It's just going to be a little bit of a build, and I will stop every so often and show you how we're getting on, let you know how easy I'm finding it. If there's any little fiddly bits or anything like that, I'll let you know. And then obviously at the very end we'll give it a proper review of everything at the very end. Obviously this isn't as many pieces as the last one we did. The last one being the train station and the train. I think that was in the region of 800 pieces. I'm not too sure how many this one is, but yeah, we're going to crack on and with bag 1, and I'll bring you back at certain stages and just show you how we're getting on with that. So I just thought I'd bring you back just before I've actually started it. I've opened up bag 1, and obviously everybody's different, but I just thought I'd show you how I start off. I separate everything into colour coding, and I just find it easier to work from it that way. When you look at the instruction and it tells you, for an example, you need one of these, it's easier for me to do it via the colour coding of it. Obviously I suppose everybody is different, but that's how I do it. I'll put all the little pieces of the men together in one pile. I just find it easier to do that. Obviously that isn't all of bag 1. Within inside bag 1 you actually get another three bags here. These tend to be the more smaller pieces. So what I do is I separate the larger bits, and then I open the 3 bags separately and keep those all separate as well. And work off of it from there. So I guess everybody's different with how you do it, but that's just the way that I like to work. So yeah, I'll bring you back when we've got some bits built. Hello, welcome back. So this is the first section, or bag 1 has been completed. Difficult to give a time limit because I was caught up doing a couple of other bits and pieces. You can see we got 3 characters in the first bag, and then the beginning of the front of Hagrid's house. See, the door opens up, and we flip you around, you can see you got a nice little umbrella stand, a nice little armchair with a light there. So difficult to really put a time limit on it. Again, as you'd imagine, really not a particularly difficult part to do. Fairly straightforward, fairly simple. 1 or 2 little fiddly parts, but in general pretty simple. So we're just going to crack on with bag number 2, and I think from the look of this, bag number 2 will pretty much finish off the hut. So I'll bring you back when we've done bag number 2. Okay, so we're back now having finished bag 2, and as we can see there's a lot of sort of pots and pans, table, teapot, the roof is on, and a little pretty cool feature, there's actually a light block there that lights up the fire for you, which is a pretty cool little feature I thought. See a little spire on the top of the roof, the chimney pot, it's actually that you press that puts the fire on. You can see the roof is all on. And we had another 3 figures, which I guess are Hermione, Ron and Harry. So yeah, again quite a, that one's a little bit more fiddly. I would have said out of all of them, this is probably the fiddliest part that I've had. As you can see, you've got sort of a few bits hanging up. The armchair, the teapot, a couple of tables, broom, and a few other little bits and pieces. But yeah, quite straightforward again. So on to the final bag. Okay, so now we have the finished product all done. Obviously when I last left you we had this house, or part of the house. We've now got the other section on it, just spin you around. It's pretty much similar, but it does all connect together with the roof on there, etc. And just spin it all around, and inside this one you've got a nice spider up on the wall, a little treasure chest and a little writing desk. So yeah, that one's quite a cool one, and of course it all connects into this one with the light up fire and your little broomstick and everything else there. Then we've got a little bit of plants that's chained up. I can't remember what you call him. I want to say a dragon, but it's not. And then obviously at the back you have all of the characters. Sorry, knocks one over there. So yeah, there we go. All the final finished product. Funny enough, I would say this was probably more fiddly than the train and the station. There were more awkward pieces to get at, and more fiddly pieces. I think you'll see, you know, by the stuff at the back, putting little tubes in and, you know, hanging up things, and I think it was a bit more fiddly than the train station, but just as enjoyable. I say it's difficult to give a time scale on it because I kept, you know, I was stopping and starting and doing other things at the same time, so I didn't, not like the train set where I sat down and did it in the one hit. I didn't quite do that with this one, so it's difficult to give a time scale. I'd say comfortably 2 hours comfortable. Fairly, you know, fairly straightforward build, but yeah, value for money. Would I say it was value for money? It's a difficult one. I wouldn't, I mean, it says on the box 8+. I don't think I would spend this kind of money. I think it was around £50, maybe a little bit less after I'd used the top cashback links. I don't think I'd necessarily spend that on this as a Christmas or birthday present for a child. Purely, so it's quite fiddly. And I would imagine a young child would want to be playing with it. To which, it's very easy to lose pieces. So I wouldn't necessarily buy it for a kid, to have as a, if you like, a toy. If it was something they were going to make a collection of and keep, put it up on the shelf once they've made it and keep it, then yeah, I'd consider it then. It's a lot of money for a toy that probably within 5 minutes they would have lost pieces, so on that basis I wouldn't. Would I recommend it to somebody who's a Harry Potter fan, a little bit older? 100%. You'll get some enjoyment out of this. I certainly have done during these lockdown times. This is the second build that I've done during lockdown, and I've really enjoyed it. It's passed a couple of hours. For somebody like myself that suffers with mental health problems, it's a good. It's good for that. It's given me something to focus on for a couple of hours, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been good fun. So yeah, I'd recommend it from that point of view. Yeah. So let me know down below whether you've enjoyed this. Is this a set that you would buy, or you have indeed bought, or given to somebody? So yeah, let me know down below. Please do hit the thumbs up. It's nice to see that people appreciate the work that you put into making these kind of videos. If you're not already, please do hit the subscribe button. I haven't got any more on order at the moment, but I will be doing that shortly, getting some more on order. I don't know which one I'm going to go for next. So yeah, oh sorry. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. Hope you've enjoyed this little section that I've put on the channel, and I'll catch you all again soon.